Alright, so Battlefield 6 is one of those games where I saw it and I wanted to get back into gaming for it. I haven't played a game in over a year because gaming to me was just kind of dying, especially multiplayer games. Everything was just filled with cheaters or just on Warzone, it was just aim assist that was just taking over. And then, I saw the beta for this game and I was like, you know what, this game might be the next Battlefield 4, and I was really hoping and having high hopes that this game was going to be good. My hopes are so high, I bought a $3,500 computer to play video games again, and I'm trying to make some YouTube videos and content on here, but I'm already getting bored of Battlefield. My stats on Battlefield right now, I'm level 106. You can see this is what my stats look like. I mainly snipe, but I do use a little bit of ray guns and have been trying a little bit of everything. And I'm just not having that much fun. There's a few issues that I'm going to talk about in this video. Nothing's going to be really in a super organized manner when it comes to my priorities, but I will say the biggest thing that's going to make me stop playing Battlefield is the lack of footstep audio. It completely is just not there sometimes. Sometimes there's a tank or a full team or just someone running next to me and there's zero audio awareness. Sometimes I shoot my own gun and the gun audio disappears. There's clearly some issues with Battlefield 6's audio, and I saw that they're going to be addressing that, and a lot of things I'll be talking about they will be addressing in future updates. So I give a big props to Battlefield 6 for talking about it and letting us know that they're aware and they will be making some changes. So that inspires me to keep playing the game. Communication is a lot better from Battlefield. I will say it's a little kind of disheartening. A couple things. Update 1, they had a lot of updates and changes in that update, yet nothing really came true, and they're like, oh no, it's going to be a future update. But yet the patch note said those things were coming to that update. Other than that, their communication is better, except they did say that aim assist was not going to have a rotational aim assist effect in Battlefield 6, yet people are saying, yes it does. And now they're saying, yeah, it does, and we'll have to change it. So they blatantly kind of lied about aim assist, which is definitely a little bit on the more frustrating side of things. Overall, the game has a high potential. It looks good, feels okay. We'll definitely talk about some of the things that make this game feel a little bit better here in the future. And Battlefield's recent update on November 11th definitely helped things out quite a bit. And I think the overall gunplay feels a lot better, and I'm really happy about that. And they even said that they're going to be working on some more changes, and I think even guns like the NVO are pretty usable now. I personally didn't like the NVO before. Alright, so let me get into my biggest issues. Obviously, I just said the audio is going to be the thing that makes me quit playing. I hope that they fix that sooner than later. I think that should be the #1 priority on their list, alongside with some netcode issues. I die around corners a lot. Sometimes I shoot people and I know I didn't miss, and yet the game says I missed. So hopefully that gets addressed. It definitely all said that's going to. So we'll see. All right, now the next few things I'm going to talk about all kind of go hand in hand with each other. I don't like the breakthrough maps. The only map I like in this game is Liberation Peak. Siege of Cairo is a lot of people's favorite, and I understand, especially for the ray gunners. I mainly snipe, but the issue I have with a lot of these maps are they just aren't good for breakthrough, especially the first sector like Manhattan Bridge, Empire State. They're good maps, except that first breakthrough sector really sucks. Or Liberation Peak, if you're defending, they got like 4 tanks attacking, and it's too much. There's 48 players. Why is there 4 tanks? Like, it's just insane. I'm not a fan of the tanks in Breakthrough. And I know Battlefield, is all about vehicles, but the tanks are just uneven. Like, I feel like attacking and defending should have similar amount of tanks, and 4-0 or 4-1 tank is just not a fair advantage. Especially when tanks are allowed to sit in their spawn. Head glitch with a tank, you can't really do anything. Even if you have a full team of engineers, the tank can quickly just go away, repair, and then they can just sit really far away. They're really accurate, and yeah, my hatred for tanks is real, but I do think they're a little bit On the overpowered side, Recon's 3C4s don't destroy a tank. I think that's the first time in Battlefield where it wouldn't destroy a tank, so not a fan of that. And another thing that really sucks about these breakthrough maps is this is also really kind of an issue from previous games, but they got rid of their server browser, and I know that they have Portal, but the Portal experience sucks. They need official server browser for official game modes, so I can click Rush and click on the maps I want, and they kind of have that, but it's not that good. Like if you go to server browser, it's just terrible. Let me just find an example real quick here. All right, so if I go to multiplayer and then I go to, I mean, like this menu sucks too, to be honest with you. Okay, browse servers. Okay, let's just say I want to find, look, bots, test, whatever. Sure, but like 32, 109 ping, 67 ping, 7 people. Like, what are these options? Like, there should just be, like, I should just be able to click experiences, and let me just type in breakthrough. Off the rails breakthrough. Like, a breakthrough, okay? No XP for some reason, right? Breakthrough. Or if I want to do, how about infantry breakthrough, because I'm tired of tanks once in a while. And is there anything that's official? No, there's not. 0 servers found. It's just, what if we go to filters and we type in infantry breakthrough? Like, this is terrible. Battlefield 4 is 10 whatever years old, 15 years old or whatever. And it was just so much easier. Once you got on a server, you knew the map rotation. Like, look at this. No one's playing these Portal experiences. They're terrible. So if there was the Battlefield 4 server browser where you click a server, then you're on that map rotation until you leave the server. You're with the same people. You're playing against the same people. You have the same squad. Like, I miss those days big time. And then as a breakthrough player, I feel like I'm always on the defending side. You know, if the game can't do the server browser thing like Battlefield 4, it should at least know what map you just played and what attacking or defending side you just played. Because if you think about it, like, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out, like, oh, okay, Chris was just on Empire State with attacking. Next map, we'll put him on defending. Or he was just on Liberation Peak defending. Let's put him on attacking this time. I'm just not a fan of the complete randomness and how that randomness can put you on the same map 4 times in a row and the same side 4 times in a row. It is killing my experience in Battlefield. I want to have fun, and playing for 2 hours and you play 3 out of the 7 available maps in Breakthrough is just a miserable experience. I hope they fix this. It needs to be addressed. It cannot go on any longer. You know, just playing the game, like, if you die and you try to respawn on a teammate, like, you'll just sit there for 10 minutes sometimes. Teammates not getting shot at, and you just can't spawn on them. So then you spawn and you spawn. Then by the time you get up there, you die. And it's just like, can they improve how you can spawn on a teammate? Can they improve how you can just kind of get your health regeneration back? Like, I get like the suppression feature, like if someone's shooting at you and they're not hitting you, maybe it blocks your regen. But if you're hiding behind a dumpster or something and they're just shooting in your general direction, you won't get health regeneration for 10 minutes unless you play support. And like, everyone obviously plays support, so that brings me to the next issue. Like, not many people are running engineer for the tanks. Assault is literally useless. If I were to make assault a little more viable, I would let assault have less movement penalties and maybe a quicker respawn so you can get in the action faster. I think people want to play assault for more kills, and that would do it. For recon, a little bit, snipers are a little bit OP. I think the sweet spot needs to go. I don't think it belongs in Battlefield. I'm a firm believer Battlefield should be headshots only with the snipers. And then I don't like the spotting. Like, as a sniper, the spotting is just ridiculous that it just automatically spots you. Like, it's just not like a fun game. Like, I do think you should have to manually spot people. I do wish recon class had smoke grenades available. I think support and recon should be the only ones with smoke grenades available. And then I do think that recon should have the spawn beacon. It's been like a staple in a lot of battlefields. I'm not sure when they changed it because I took a lot of time off, and I played, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, 4, Hardline, whatever the next one was, 1, 5. Like, I played them all, and I don't remember when they switched Recon not having the spawn beacon, or if it was just this game in particular, but yeah, I would do think Recon should have the spawn beacon. And yeah, I get it. There's a lot of weird snipers that sit furthest back, and a spawn beacon is useless to them. But I like to play on the aggressiver side of sniping, and I think I try to position myself well. So if teammates were to spawn on me, or on my beacon, they are in a good spot. Or when I die, I spawn on my beacon and get right back into the sniping action. Yeah, other than that, like I do think that everything, um, there are a couple niche things here and there. I'm sure I forgot. I'm sure a lot of red gunners want better weapon dispersion and stuff. Speaking of weapons, LMGs are just, every time I die, I feel like it's an LMG person proned out somewhere, or laying behind something, or sitting in a window, or just standing in a corner, like in weird spots. Like some of these maps have like weird spots. Like why do you need to go in this back room on Siege of Cairo when on breakthrough when A and B are completely somewhere else? So there are some weird spots, and they're usually LMGers. They're so accurate and they're so powerful, and they just like seem to be the best gun in the game. Like if they did me sprinting and they shoot right away, like I think they should have their sprint to fire nerf and maybe a little bit more recoil on them. Um, I just not a fan of getting killed by someone standing in the corner with an LMG. So this brings me to something that I can't believe I'm telling myself, but um, I'm not gonna give Battlefield the benefit of saying, "Oh yeah, they'll fix it," and I'll just keep playing. Call of Duty is coming out tonight for me, and I'm going to be playing it. And I hope it's not permanent. I hope that Battlefield has these updates pushed through everything that I've mentioned, at least most of them. And I really want to enjoy Battlefield. It has potential to be a good game. I actually don't mind the maps, but they could just be reworked on Breakthrough. And unfortunately, Breakthrough is one of those best game modes. I miss Rush. I really miss how Rush played on Battlefield 4. If they can find a way to bring a new game mode in, Battlefield 4 had a game mode called Chain Link, and I don't remember exactly how it worked, but I do remember I didn't mind playing that once in a while. I miss Rush. Conquest is, if I wanted to snipe out helicopter pilots and stuff, I'd probably play Conquest. Conquest just sometimes it goes a little bit too slow. Breakthrough is the most consistent action, and that's why I like to play it. And I'm just not a fan of, like, sure, people might say, oh, if you want infantry, play the CQB, but like domination and hardpoint, like to me, that's not really the Battlefield experience. I do like having, tanks and stuff that you can blow up, or shooting helicopter pilots out. But right now, I just don't know if I don't know. It just needs to get reworked. So, like I said, I'm going to be playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty has made some great changes in terms of they're getting rid of skill-based matchmaking, which I'm really excited for. They're nerfing rotational aim assist. I will be watching every kill cam because we'll find out if they've really nerfed that rotational aim assist. If it's bad, if I get killed by a really bad aim assister, by a bad player, where he doesn't miss a bullet, I'm just going right back on Battlefield. Like I said, I promise you, I want Battlefield to be the better game. Even if it's like equal, I would play Battlefield. But I'm gonna give Call of Duty a chance, see how it plays. There's gonna be a lot of map variety, 18 maps or something at launch, and we'll see how it goes. Um, Obviously, Warzone sucks right now. RedSec is okay, but I play late, and a lot of my friends are offline. So when I do get to play with them, I do enjoy RedSec, and I'd probably play that over multiplayer. But when I'm by myself, I'd rather just play multiplayer. Anyway, I hope that you guys kind of enjoyed this video, and I know there's going to people be saying, oh, just why don't you do this, this, and this? I don't care what you think I should do. I'm telling you, like, if I want to play this game, these are changes I would make. I know I can't be alone. Like, I do wildlife photography, as my I do wildlife photography. Like, I touch grass for a living. I don't really care if a game is good or not, but for me to want to enjoy a game, I want it to be how I want it to be, and I might have to adapt a little bit, but I'm not gonna just sit here and play a game that I'm miserable in. And there's nothing more miserable than dying to a teammate or teammate. There's nothing more miserable than dying to an enemy that is right next to you with no audio, whether it's a tank or a full team or one person. Anyway, I'll end the rant here. If you guys want to see more Battlefield content, subscribe to the channel. Maybe we'll do some Call of Duty content. I don't know. Call of Duty content's a little overplayed. I don't feel like making content on that game. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Subscribe to my main channel if you want to see some wildlife photography, KrisLuck Photo, and also check out my Instagram, Twitter, KrisLuck Photo. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.